Peace family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk to my chosen ones and my target individuals about being drained and feeling drained, you know what I'm saying? And what brought me to this subject today was I've been in a pretty good space, vibrating and just operating and just been knocking a lot of goals and everything out the way. But I also realized like somewhere out of nowhere I just kind of started feeling drained. And it was like when I started feeling drained, it started affecting my sleep. It started affecting how I was eating. I wasn't even eating how my normal eating habits are. Just my rest wasn't the same. Trying to get my work done and focus was becoming a lot harder. And I knew I needed to get out and get some meditation and some grounding done. But it also made me self-reflect back on everything that's been happening and been going on in the past couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's important for all of us, you know what I'm saying, chosen ones and targeted individuals, to kind of make sure that we're doing a daily and a weekly evaluation of your inner self. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can kind of make reference points and you can kind of keep up to date with what's actually happening, and that way you can kind of pinpoint certain things. So for me today, it was I knew I was feeling drained. I knew I've been kind of exhausted. My sleep has kind of been off, but I made sure when I got up today, I made sure I took some better liquids in my water. I make sure I took in my fruits and stuff when I got up today. I made sure even though I was feeling really drained, I had to dive in and process what was actually going on. And when you're chosen and targeted and you're putting out this high ass vibration and you bringing a lot of people together and you're making that change within you to change the world, because it starts within. The enemy turns up the attacks and they also change the tactics. So there will be times where you thought that you was gonna have large amount of energy. Your spirit feels good, but your body feels drained. It just cannot manage what you're trying to do, what you're trying to process, and where you're trying to go. They're working their magic in the spirit realm. They're constantly working their magic in the spirit realm. And when they're in that spirit realm and working this magic, that's when they're going to also dive in. So I don't know if you've seen Social Experiment. It was on Netflix. But they'll also dive in and start using the technology as well. You know what I'm saying? So your phone is a form of radiation they can just pump at you and drain you. You know what I'm saying? Your computers. I do a lot of work in the computer. I usually have to keep my lights dim. I have to portion my time and make sure that I'm not, if I'm overindulging in these screens, I make sure I pull away for a good portion amount of time from the screens. You know what I'm saying? And outside of them using the technology, it's they'll start hammering away at every vessel that they can use to get even closer to you. So they'll also have the other beings reaching through social medias, you know what I'm saying? They'll bring back in certain vessels that they knew they had great access to and that had access to you as well. You know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that we're reflecting. We're taking time to go back and reprocess, so that way we can pinpoint to where everything is happening at. So like I was saying earlier, today when I knew I was feeling drained and I was a little bit off and these attacks felt like they was just constantly coming, you know, just throughout the week. I kept trying to avoid it each day, but as the week goes on and I'm still steady reflecting, it's like it just keeps piling on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming everything over on those other entities, but I can obviously tell the difference when I'm self-reflecting what is actually going on. You know what I'm saying? So it is around that time, like, where small things starts happening to me. So like, I'll get up and I like fucking spilled my drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like trying to move my cord or something, and I'm usually always really coordinated. That doesn't happen. But I already knew my energy was a little off because I was feeling drained. Then after that, I also leave out to film. When I go out to film, I get to my location. I don't even have an SD card with me. I went to one of my favorite locations and I had no SD card with me. And I didn't get mad or frustrated when I realized it happened. All the thing I did was I just stopped, I just breathed. I was in the car, I was like, this is expected. When my energy is thrown, because I am a chosen one and I know how powerful my energy is, it kind of starts making everything else around me fumble. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always know it's important to keep my energy up and to keep my energy balanced and make sure that we are all keeping our energy up and balanced and stable. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a domino effect. But what I realize is, since I was able to kind of do these daily, weekly, monthly reflections, I don't take notes. All my shit is in here. I'm not a note taker. Anybody that knows me knows I do not take notes. My bro got wedded. He got married. At his wedding, I didn't even write, you know, my best man speech. I just went up there and I did my thing. That's what I always do. The creator just sends it through me at that time. Half the time I don't even remember what's being said. I got to go back and rewatch it or listen to it, so that way I can see if I even made sense. You know what I'm saying? But making sure that you're aware when you're in this space, because the more you're aware that you're in this space, the more you'll minimize those other low vibrational beings trying to make their way into your space. You already know you have something that you're working on, so any more interferences would just only fumble your process more. You know what I'm saying? So if you drained and then you let one of these other entities near you, then you automatically know that they're going to start doing other witchy things. It's going to get you a little bit more frustrated, aggravated. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be pulling you back down into that weird space that you already know you in, and it's trying to pull you down further. You know what I'm saying? So making sure we're getting out meditating. Even if you got to fucking sit out in front of your house, if you gotta walk up the street, you know what I'm saying? I know we all not in these spaces to where you can get out like this, you know what I'm saying? But wherever you can find your place and space at, because if I didn't have these places and spaces, it would make this process a whole lot harder when you have days where it feels like you're super drained and you just had like an overdose of attacks on you all week long, you know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to stay tapped in and tuned, you know what I'm saying? We got to stay replenished. We out here charging the whole universe up, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to drop that down there for y'all, tapping everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.